This is day 4 of our Christmas in July, and this file is our annual supporters file. Now I use some basil cardstock. This is the Prince Charming color for this, and I'm just going to fold on these score lines. Okay, I'm just going to give those a rub. Very easy to put together. And then you're going to fold up this tab here. And I'm folding mine up because I cut mine with the pretty side to the mat and the plain side to the outside. However you want to do it. It's getting some panels put on there. So some of it's going to be covered up, and I still haven't decided if I want to do this piece this way and this piece this way. I think that I do, so that the pretty side is both sides, and then that's the back. So decide how you want, and you can fold it both ways. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay, so get that piece folded, and that's all the folds on that. You have these two side pieces and these two panels. Now keep in mind, because my paper is kind of double-sided, that I will have this side showing that won't be the pretty side. So either way I go, it's going to be that way. So I'll decide as I go to put it together which way I want mine to go. And then we're going to fold the scores on this base piece here. Two tabs here and here. You have a score right here on this one, and then you have your tab here. Okay, so this piece should look something like this. So now it's decision time, and I'm just going to go with it so that my pretty side's to the outside all the way around. All right, so what we're going to do here is we are going to line this tab up. Nope, that tab doesn't get lined up. Don't glue that tab. You right here where the split is, maybe if we fold it back it will help. You're going to bring this in and you're going to glue this. I'm looking to see if the panel might cover if we glue to the outside. And it will somewhat. And it's going to give a prettier edge on the front. So that's the way I'm going to do mine. But you can glue yours to the inside. And you can decide this can be the front. This can be the front. Totally up to you. There's so many ways that you can do this box. So I'm just going to place some art glitter glue, and I am placing my tab to the outside, and my panel is going to cover it. Oh, but just a little smidget. And this is just something for you to deliver some treats to your neighbors through the holidays. And I'm just lining this. This needs to be even. The bottom of this needs to be even with your score line. And this paper has a little bit of a coating, so it's going to take a second for it to grab. And you can see that this panel, when we place it on, I lost my panel, is going to cover that. So you're not really going to see except a teeny tiny little bit right there. Okay? So, super easy peasy there. And I'm just going to flatten that down and fold this over. Just like so. And we're going to put glue on the back of this tab. I'm going to fold it right in. And you can size this down a little bit. I wouldn't size it down too much, because if you size it down, the hanger hole is going to get smaller. But if you're hanging it on a mailbox or something like that, no need to worry about it. All right, we're going to fold these two tabs in and this tab up. Now I am gluing this tab shut. Totally up to you. And again, you can make this the front of the box or the back of the box, however you want to do it. just gonna give that a pinch in there. And give that a second to dry, and this is your closure up here. And while that's drying, I am going to see if I can find my weeding tool. And I'm going to take this plastic coating off of my Cricut foil acetate. I'm just gonna keep pressing this. Some papers have a coating on them and it takes a little longer to grab. And I'm gonna take that acetate, I'm gonna use some tearing tape. You saw me use this yesterday. I'm just gonna place some on each side. I probably should have used my narrow, but I didn't. Hopefully we won't see it through the window. I made this piece big enough that it shouldn't matter. And then I'm just going to peel off the liner. Just gonna peel those back just so I can get them started, because I want it to help me line up. Now this little hanger box is big enough to put hot cocoa mix in, or some candies and candy canes, cookies, some kind of baked goods, whatever you want to give your neighbor. I'm just going to place and stick that down, and then I'm just going to pull my tapes out and stick it down. And that's going to allow you to kind of center it up how you want. All right, and I'm going to use some more on this side of the panel. Staying close to the edge of my cardstock panel. This is a super fun, fast project, so if you need a quick gift for your neighbor, you've got one. And tear that off. And now I'm just going to, again, peel that release liner and peel back the corners. Just so I've got enough to stick a little bit, and then grab on and peel that liner out after we're stuck. And now I'm going to center that up over, and I used my debossing tool on this, guys. You can use the pen or marker, whatever you want to do. You can change out that decor on this box. And I'm just giving that a pinch down on those corners to get it to stick. Stick my hand in, and I'm off a little bit, and that's why we do that. You're gonna see a little peekaboo rim of this cardstock box through there. There we go. That's where I need to be. So I'm just gonna pull that liner and stick, and I still shifted it. There we go. Gently. I'm not gonna press it too hard until I get it right where I want it to be. Just a stick. This paper is from Tonic Studios. Oops, I tore my liner off. It happens. I got that in one of my subscriber boxes. There we go. that one wanted to go. It's wanting to be a little booger tonight. It's not wanting to cooperate. Let's pull those out. And I'm just going to go inside the box and give that a rub on all of those edges so that I can get that to stick down. Pretty pretty. I love this paper. It didn't deboss as deep as I wanted it to. If I had it to do over again, I probably would go a different paper with this, or either change it to the pen. But I don't know that the pen would mark on this. But because it is a foil type paper, I am using tearing tape for my panels, because wet glues will make your panels bubble up if you're using these kinds of papers. So just be aware of that. If you're using foils and stuff, you'll want to use some tapes rather than wet glues. And then I'm just going to peel these completely off. Give it all rubbed down. There we go. And then we're going to place those right on those sides. And there's plenty of room if you want to cut a panel for the back of your box for a message to and from, or add a tag to it. Lots of things you can do with this. Oops. I want to get it stuck where it needs to be. And then we're just going to give that a rub from the inside of the box as well, just to get it to stick. And then we're going to go to this other side, do the same thing. And then we're going to give that a rub. And I already put my tape on there. And again, the box itself was made from free shapes, so it shouldn't cost you anything. Now the decorative drawing that I have in there with joy and what I use to deboss, that is Access Images. But you can swap those out for whatever you want, or you could use a pattern paper here. Lots of stuff you could do. Press that down, give it a rub. And then you're going to fill the box. And then this tab right here is going to stick right through to the back. Okay, and then you can hang that on the door. Now, if you're doing this for this to be the front, you can tuck that to the inside and eliminate that cut on your project. But that's just to tell them where it opens, and you can use a glue dot, anything that you want to use there if you want to seal that up, or you can have it open from the bottom. But hanging, if it gets heavy, you'll want to make sure you glue that bottom. So that is your door hanging file. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. We're going to jump over and we're going to move over to the monthly supporter. And I did get out some little drops, and I forgot my bow. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's see. I cut a piece of ribbon. There it is. You can put a bow right here at the top, or you could use some Nuvo drops. I wasn't sure what I was going to use. I wanted some light blue or silver ribbon, and I'm in the process of moving, so I accidentally packed up all my silver ribbon, and I didn't have any for this project. But you can see where I was going with it with this white. Let me grab a glue dot. My dots are missing in action. I had them right here. I hope I didn't knock them in the floor. Well, I'll just use a foam dot. You want to use a glue dot. You don't want to use a foam dot like I'm about to do. I will find them. There they are. There they are. Ah, nope, that's not them. There we go. And they're super nice and sticky. These are my large ones, but I'm going to go with it because I don't see my medium sitting there. Super, super, super sticky. And I'm just going to put that right in the center and then glue my bow down right on that. Super easy, super simple, and fun. All right, let's move over. Let me clean this up and we'll move over to our next project. Okay, guys, this is our monthly supporters file. And if you are a monthly supporter, you're going to get this file. And this is a remake of an old file, but I added a little twist to it. You'll see here as we go. And I haven't decided which ribbons I'm going to use yet. Excuse me. So we're just going to start with the base. You've got 3 of these panels. One has holes in it, and one is smaller than the other, okay? This deep one is going to be your box base. And you're going to need some candies. I'm going to use the Ferrero Rochers. And we're just going to fold up on all of our score lines for our box base. It's going to look something just like this, okay? And I'm just going to, just for time purposes, I am going to use my tape runner, but you can glue this. We're just going to take, oops, and put some adhesive on your tabs, and we're going to bring those in and keep them square, just like that. Gluing those to the inside, okay? I'm just gonna, I keep turning that upside down. It's late. I have been working on files all day. And then same thing on this side. Just line those up. So then you have your box base, just like that. Then this is your lid, and it's going to go together the exact same way. I have a fiber right there. There we go. And we're going to fold it on all of those score lines. And I'm using Cricut red cardstock here. If you don't have any, grab some while you can. You're going to need it for your Christmas stuff. All right. And we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to put some adhesive right there on those tabs. And again, wet glue is going to hold it a little bit better, but you can use your tape runners or red line tape or tearing tape or whatever you want. And this is something cute that you can give your neighbors or the college kids to hand out. You could do lots of stuff with these. Cashiers, beauticians. Along with our theme, the sweetest things. That's what we're doing as we did our neighbor's door hanger. And you can see that that fits on really, really well. You could also use this for jewelry and gift giving too, guys, not just sweet treats. And then you have a piece that looks like this. And we're going to fold that on all its score lines. Down each side. Get those tabs in the ends. this is a super, super easy, super fast project. It's going to take you longer to embellish it than it is to put it together. And again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get your tape runner going in the right direction. And you're going to glue those tabs to the inside, always to the inside unless it's specified otherwise. And these two, we're going to glue those in. Okay, now that is going to sit inside the box just like that. Okay, and that's going to hold your candies. But we're going to, before we go there, we're going to bring up our ho-ho-hos. And we're going to put those on where they fit right around. They're nice and straight and fit over those circles. Now I'm going to use a little bit of, actually no I'm not, because I'm using foil. And this is the foil craft board from Michael's. Oops, and that's what I was afraid of. It's really hard to put tape runner on a delicate shape like this, but I know that the wet glue will bubble up. I may try it anyway. If you got a sticker maker, those are great. I bent my H. Try to get those lined up straight. And I'm just going to give it a press down. I'm going to try this next one with wet glue. I got a little bit of adhesive on the top. Let me get that off. And this is just a gum eraser. You can get those at your craft stores. Hopefully this won't bubble up on me. I'm going to try it. Since it has that craft paper protection, maybe it won't. And I'm just going to go really, really, really light with the glue on this, just so I have less chance of it bubbling up. I'm going to place that one right over that hole. Give it a press. And you can put these on before you fold it if you want to. Whatever you find easier for you. And I'm using very, very, very little glue on this. Okay, and then we're going to get that one in there. It's a tight fit, but you can see where we're going with this. I'm just going to give it a press from the underneath side. Super easy, super simple. And we're just going to tuck that right inside the box. Then we're going to get our candies. And we're going to sit those right inside, just like that. We're going to put a lid on it. Okay. All right, and now we're going to layer up our panels. And then I have my gold panel here, and that one I can tape run. I'm just going to center that up on the box and press that down. And then I have this piece. Now I use my wavy blade. It's just square in there, but I use, if you have a Cricut maker and you have the wavy tool, you can cut with the wavy blade and get this edge. Now it leaves, when you cut squares, it leaves a pointed edge or a point on this side. All I do is take my scissors and just round that point off of mine. I'm just going to use some glue on this one so I can move it should I need. And you see that there's a little circle that was drawn right in the center. And that's just to help you in the next step. If you don't want yours to have that on there, you can take it out. You don't need it. You don't have to have it. So I did a naughty nice sign, okay? And we're going to glue that together. I'm going to actually glue this on. Glue splattered on my lid there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there and place it on my offset. Just like so. Just give that a press. Make sure that it's stuck really good, lined up. And then I wanted to pop dot this up, and that's why that is there, so that you can use your dimensionals or whatever it is that you want to use to pop dot up or help you place in the center your naughty and nice. And I don't know where all of my materials are getting off to. There we go. And we're just going to, I think I'm going to double this. I want it to pop up twice. So I'm just, since these are thin, if you have the thicker ones, you can just use one. And then I want the nice to be facing me. And just gonna stick that right down. I'm going to flip it over and give it a press so that it sticks. So I have that on. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of glue, I think, to decide. And you can put these on anyway. I don't even remember which way I put them in the file. I think this is the way I had them in the file. And I'm okay with mine being underneath just a little bit. But I'm just going to tack this down on the strategic points. Just putting little dots of glue. Just enough to stick it down. And I don't even know if I'm going to use a bow. I may not. I got the materials out just in case. You can skip these if you don't have access. They are access images. The Naughty and Nice was a font that I welded in the Desire font. And last I checked, it would open fine. If you have any problems opening the file, let me know. I can take the Naughty Nice out and you can create your own with any font and a offset layer flattened to a white offset. And then I did another smaller offset for the gold. That was all I did on those guys. It was just a font. So now we have that. Now I have to decide if I want a bow. I don't really like the gold. You know what? I don't think I'm going to do a bow. I think I'm going to leave it just like it is. So we're going to place that on the box. I feel like it needs something. Maybe some Red Nouveau drops. These are the stone drops. So they're not shiny because I've got enough shine there. Fiery Volcano. I'm afraid that it might be the wrong color though. Oh, that looks good. Okay. So I think maybe just a dot where that bow goes. That's good. Like it. Liking it. So there we go. Finished. That's going to take about 30 minutes to dry. You can use glitter drops, whatever you have. So when they open it up, if you're facing the nice side, it says ho, ho, ho. And if you open it up from the naughty side, it says oh, oh, oh. So just a little play on words. I thought that you guys might get a kick out of that. And that completes the Naughty Nice Ferrero Rocher box for all my monthly supporters. Now we're going to move on and we're going to go over and do the next file, which is for a freebie for everybody. And I don't know that I'm going to use these Nuvo drops. I got them out. I just don't know. Don't know. And I got some ribbons just in case. So we're going to take this piece here and you're going to fold it on all of its score lines. Fold it on that one. And then all of these little guys get folded as well. All right. And then you have a tab here. And then it gets folded on each one of these. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to take this, and you have panels, and I use print and cut. You can use pattern paper, whatever it is that you want to use. And we're going to place these panels up towards the top on this panel here. Okay. So you're going to have a little space down here, and that's okay. Just going to glue these on. I don't think I missed a score line. No, I did not. Okay. So we're just going to put these on up towards the top. If it makes it easier, you can just fold that piece back. Okay. And just want to make sure I get them on fairly straight. Make sure my panels are all going in the right direction too. My glue's grabbing faster on this paper than I want it to. My blue paper tonight, it didn't want to grab, and this one wants to grab super fast, and I almost put that one on upside down. And this is going to be another fun little cute neighbor's gift. Or teachers, friends. Let's see. And then we're going to place that right there. Okay. Now we're going to flip this over, and you're going to glue this piece down, but on this panel you don't want to come all the way to the end, okay? And we're just going to fold that over. Just distribute that glue. And then we're going to bring this around, and you're going to put glue on this panel, and I like to do the front and the back so I have some sliding power. And you're going to insert it in there and line up that top edge. You can fold these back. Just create yourself a little seam there. But it should be glued to the inside so that on the inside you don't see that seam. It's hidden, okay? Totally hidden on the inside. Then these pieces, you're going to go opposite of each other, and that is just so that you can line up these squares, and you're kind of curving in that bottom. If you can see this square tip right here, that's where you're going to bring it up to, and you're going to do the opposite over to that. Okay, just bring it right up like that and glue it down. So we're just going to take and put glue. I'm just going to fold those back so you guys can see. I'm going to the one opposite of it. All right, right there. And we're going to slide that up right to that edge of that one. And we're going to give that a pinch, give it a second to grab. And then we're going to go opposite here. And we're going to do the same thing right up to that edge. Not gluing it to that other one yet. We're not doing that. And just bring it in. And you can see that it's giving that curved bottom there. And then we're going to do this last one. And this is an old Stampin' Up! File, and I'm just going to apologize in advance. I don't remember where I got it. Old file, I just had my measurements written down in my instruction, and that's what I went on. I'm just going to glue that, just like so. Try not to crush it like I did. And that's going to give the illusion of the curved base, okay? If you need to get it into your hex like you need it. Then this piece, you're going to notice that it has 2 scores on it. And you're just going to fold on those scores. Just like so. Okay, and that's making your handle, and you're just going to put a little glue on the inside here and pinch those together, just like that. You could probably do that last instead of now and make it easier to put your handle on. And then just pick what side you want your handle to be on. Now, if you want to do a hexagon and cut a base to look like a saucer, you could definitely do that, but it's just going to make it a little bit difficult to give away. Oops. I'm trying to get it in the middle of that panel. There we go. And we're just going to stick that down. I'm just going to hold it on one side till it grabs, and then do the other. Don't do this step. Do this step last. That'll make it easier. That way you can pinch that in there. I'm just going to put a dot of glue and then go in there. You could still get in there and do it either way. Just let it hold. And then you have this cute little coffee cup. I do know this was Stampin' Up. It was in my Stampin' Up notes. But I just don't remember who I got the measurements from. I really don't remember. And then you can, of course, tie a little ribbon on there if you want. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what that will look like. Do a little rabbit ear bow. Cute little snowflakes. And then you could place it there. You could place it on the handle maybe. I'm going to trim that down. I kind of really like it right there. So you could do your little gift giving by placing it there. Grab glue strip here. I want to get my pretty side out. There we go. And stick that down. Super fun, super cute. You could put candy in it. You could do your hot cocoa and marshmallows in there. I have those here. So it will hold those. That and some marshmallows. And that's super cute for giving. I don't have any marshmallows, guys. I wish I did. But you get the idea. So hope you guys enjoyed this freebie file. And make yours, post your pictures in the group. I can't wait to see them. You can also dress them up with some Nuvo drops. I may do a few sprinkles like snow throughout. You could just random dots, or if your paper does have them, you may not need anything. So have fun with it, and this will complete day 4 of the 12 days of Christmas in July. And I will see you guys for day number 5 on the 16th. Happy crafting!